Johnny Maples out by Memphis. He's passed away now. He left. He left the building, exit stage left. And he was always a tinkerer, and he always had wild ideas. And he was a really good friend. And I told him I was, running Memphis dressing the showgirls. And I said, man, I would be like a millionaire if I could come up with shoelaces for these go go boots. Because all the newbie dancers were wearing go go boots when everybody else was wearing stiletto heels, not platforms, real heels, like Marilyn Monroe heels. And so the brand new girls would wear these go go boots that look like something out of the 60s that are knee high and they lace up and they were real comfortable for them because it's only, a couple inch high heel and they liked them. And they were made in a lot of different colors back then, from baby blue to baby pink to red, white, black. And so uh, their shoelaces would break. And it was a living nightmare, when a girl comes off stage and, she's got broken shoelace on her boot and it's the only pair of shoes she's got because new girls don't think about bringing a second pair of shoes or shoes that match different outfits. Uh, then they're going to be broke if they have to leave work. So it was really a nightmare. And it's not like you can find shoelaces in a strip club. But Red the Costume Lady has it all. Like when Monty Hall calls, yes, I've got it. So anyway, to order them or laces for military boots or laces for roller skates, they have to be ordered. And some people custom make them, whatever. They're really expensive when they get past that 50-inch mark. And a lot of these shoelaces, they'll go, well, it's how many holes in this shoe, the eyelets, and that doesn't always work. But anyway, so Johnny said, why don't you just make your own? Now, I did a vlog about this before, a while back, and so it really works. But Johnny was like, I would make my own. I'm like, and how am I going to make my own shoelaces? I mean, I sell enough stuff. I sold lacy anklets. I got an extra large size, like at the kids' store. And then I paid a lady to decorate the anklets, put extra lace and stuff on them for me. Actually, it was Johnny Maple's mom I paid to do that. She loved to sew. And so I he said, it's really easy. And I'm like, how am I supposed to do that? Now, yeah, I knew everything about all the sewing retailers, fabrics, and notions and things. And to buy um, cord and notions and stuff is really expensive. But Johnny told me, he said, look, you can just make it just about out of anything. But he said, if you'll just do this, I think it'll work. And I'm like, okay. And Johnny was always funny to listen to because he always come up with really wild stuff. So you didn't know if it was going to be more entertaining or more real. So anyway, he said, get some cord. So here's some cord. These shoes will not fit like a 50-inch lace. I've contacted the athletic stores and stuff. And you have to order them online. They're really expensive. If you go to order military boots ones or go-go boot length, which I think is like 105 inches, um, it's gross expensive. That would be the business to be into, making shoelaces. Anyway, this is Hyper Tough from Walmart. Diamond braided poly clothesline. This is the white. I liked the finish on this the best. Um, and it's easier to pull through on shoes to tighten them than a flat lace for me. And also you can get parachute cord, which is real pretty, and a lot of times in neon, black light glowing colors. So anyway, you get this over there by the paint department and nuts and bolts. They have white and black Let's see. Okay, this one is $4.42 plus tax. Walmart. Okay. The next thing we're gonna need is some of these heat shrink. Johnny says, just use heat shrink. I'm like, what? He ended up showing me how to do it. Heat shrink, and you can use a hair dryer on this, a heat gun, a lighter, and here's some more heat shrink. This one's probably about $5 at like a hardware store. You get 8 pieces, 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch diameter. This you get colors. Oh boy. This is like, I think $7 at Walmart. And you get different widths, so you don't have to worry if you're using a real heavy cord. By gosh, you can do it. And then you got little narrow. You got a little bit bigger. And that's what you need. And then I had to go borrow a lighter because I don't smoke. But anyway. Okay, so you have to have a lighter. Some tape. This is painter's tape. It comes off real easy. It doesn't stick hard. Or some scotch tape. A lighter or a barbecue lighter works better. Or those little mini torch things. I had like 4 of those in my office, but they're gone now. They went out in auction. Some sharp scissors. Pen and paper for your notes. A really long measuring tape. This is a tailor's tape. This one goes up to 120 inches. This is from Walmart. It's like $4. Okay, so what you want to do first is open this cord up. Let's see if we can get it. Let's get it. See if we can find the end in this devil. See if it's over here. Might have to just cut it out. Let's try this side. I hate when I have to cut these because it's such a waste. Looks like we might have to. We'll find the tail eventually, right? And you can buy some at the sewing store, but it's going to be a lot more expensive because they're going to charge you by the yard. Like you could get all kinds of different cord, like with sparkles in it or whatever, neon. Dollar Tree used to sell glow in the dark neon laces. Here's the end right here, way tucked inside. Like really? Okay. Try not to get this dirty because it's white. We'll unravel it so we can be able to work with it. Don't get it all tangled up. Okay. sit here and play with cord to bring it. All right, about got it. Straighten all this out a little. I do it over the edge of this, but I don't want it to get dirty on the floor. Take some of that kink out. I think I will use red on this product. I think these are the same size. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end has been cooked, so it turns to plastic, so I can get it through the shoe. And the first thing that we're going to do is lace it up like we would want to lace it. Okay. So we're going to lace this up. Otherwise, you can take some of this tape and wrap around about this far, so that way you can get it through the holes, because sometimes they'll unravel, especially if you're using like sewing notions. But this is good heavy cord. See how nice that is? Hope everybody's having a super duper day, because that's the kind of day you need to have. But the 50-inch laces won't fit these. They need like a 60. And nobody had any. I had looked on the internet, went to somebody's like shoe department store and all that, and they didn't even have the stuff in stock. The last one I always like to go through this way so you could tighten easier. See, it's already unraveled on me. Cut that end off. Wrap this super duper tight. And get it as tight and narrow as you can to go through the holes so you don't pull on it. Real good. Okay. Now we're in business. And you can use that Scotch tape if you want to. It's too thick. If you want to have a little slide on it, little slip and slide. Let's see if this is narrow enough. Here it comes. Okay, now let's be a hair shorter. Because I'm going to lace it up and tie it in a bow to see that it's sufficient length. And, with showgirl clothes, I usually do them a little longer because they like to wrap them around their leg at a time in the front. And military and police boots will do the same. Okay. Need to get a little bit shorter. Right to maybe there. That should do it. These funny shoes. Vanigans, I think these are Vanigans. No, these are Converse. But Vans made a basketball tinny. High top And they were supposed to be the coolest thing. Okay, now we're going to take and pull this out. I think I got it right. My thing, but that's all right. We're going backwards now, so it's not going to snag it anymore. It'll just kind of fray. Okay, so we want to take this at the bottom. See, I got that. We're going to double it. Okay, double it. Now we'll match it up exactly, and we're going to cut it with good sharp scissors. Sometimes you have to go crossways. Now I'm going to wrap this again. As tight as I can get it. Scrunch it up. Bend it. Try to get a point on it if you can. Wrap it up super tight. We'll do the Scotch tape this time. Hopefully we'll get it through a hole. We might have to cut an angle to it. It's going to be tough. Should have twisted it first. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Trash. Okay. Get this other one ready. Smash it onto that tape. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Hopefully we can get a little point there. Okay. And you're going to leave like an extra inch just to make sure. So you don't get them too short. Now we'll lace it up the way we wanted it. Let's see where we're at. Now I had files for all these projects. So all I had to do was look at a 3x5 card, and I already knew the dimensions. But since everything's gone, gotta do it over. Military boots have so much yardage, so but you gotta make sure you get enough, because if you try to cut that stuff, you're gonna waste it and have to go to the store and go back to buy more just to make the other lace. I also use this type of cord for making dancer capes, or what they call it cape, but it's like a big frilly robe. Looks like the queen's wearing it. Or for the witchcraft people, they like to have spell casting capes. I don't care what they're doing it. I get like $300 a cape, so I like those Benjamins. I'm not a fan of witchcraft. It backfires in your face, trust me. Okay. Lacing it up just how I want to lace it. These are the coolest shoes. They stopped making these. Very, very hard to find. I got them off of a girl for $10 and she delivered them to me. How do you like that? So hopefully I did this right. Instead of playing with shoelaces. Okay. Let me get stuck over there. 1, 2. You know how fast you gotta do this because a showgirl will go, "Oh my god, my lace broke." While she's changing clothes, spraying cologne on, touching up her lipstick, you're trying to lace her boots with a million grommets in it. And she pays you very well for that. I used to charge, I think, $25 or $30 for laces, and I carried extra ones in my run stock. So when I was traveling, if a girl said, "Oh my god, my laces broke," I need these. And they will buy them in a heartbeat, especially if you have some neon black light colors. They think that's really neat. They're like little kids. Okay, so that looks like that might be about right. Let's tie it in a bow, see where we're at. I think I'm going to take about that much off. So I don't want to get them, if they tighten them up real tight, then they're going to be a little long. Okay, so now we got the basic length for this exact shoe. Okay. Now, see, it's a real procedure, but if you get the figures down, then you don't have to play that game if it has the same amount of holes. Okay, so we'll measure this out. Starting at 1. 26 already. 40. 55. 66. It's a 79. 79. You see that? 79. Okay, so we're going to get our handy dandy paper and our magic pen. 79 inch for one lace. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. Count it twice, make sure. Okay, we got 8 sets of eyelet riveting. I need 79-inch long. So that way the next time we do this and it has the same set of eyelets, all we got to do is cut that cord, right? Or we want something special at the sewing shop, we know exactly how much to order because it'll be 79 inches twice, okay? Which is like 150 inches. And there's 3 foot in a yard, and that's 36 inches. So it'd be probably like 5 yards just to be sure to do this shoe. Okay, so now I'm going to take and measure out another one just like it. Get the kinks out. lay down anything dirty when it's wet like this. This would be like hell. I like to put new laces in shoes all the time, especially if you're like selling used shoes. Put new laces in, make it nice. You know, customer really appreciates that. I can sell them with shoe pads. Brand new shoe pads, gel shoe pads. You get them for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. And you just leave them in the package, ship them with the item. And the customer just loves that. They might not use it in that shoe, but they'll use it in another. And it has a wide range of sizes you can cut them to. Okay. Now, let's tie this up. Okay. All right. Now, we got 2 laces. 1, 2. Okay. Now, you take this. This is going to be the big trick. And it really helps if you have a hook pull too. I love those. We're going to take this. You can do it whole or you can just do it in half. This. Oop. I hate to mark it unless it's with a washable pin because you can't mark out. So I got 2 pieces. See that? Now, this is going to be the magic trick of the year. Okay, we got to get this into this hole. We hope. Otherwise, we'll have to put a bigger one. Twist it up tight. We're going to try to get this devil on here. And there it goes. Turn it, push it, turn it, push it. Okay. Now, since we're on the subject here, let's go ahead and load the second one onto this one shoelace. Okay. Presto magico. Twist it. Now, pull this through to the other side so we have 2. I used red because I think it goes with the shoe nicely. Now, we're going to take the tape off of this. And you can either tape it, cut it, or undo the tape. Okay, tape for a ball. Okay, now pull it to the end. See what I'm doing? Pull it to the end right here. Okay. Now, hair dryer, heat gun, camping, barbecue lighter, cig lighter, little torch is better. I like those, but you got to be kind of far away and be careful with it because you want to heat it slowly and not change the color of this or burn it, and it will start shrinking. You can go back and redo it some more. Just get it away from that flame, okay? Let me pull this out a hair more. See, there's the end. The whole trick is to seal it up so that it's tight and won't pull off. Okay. See, it's already tightening. We gotta make sure it's on there. And be careful when you go to pull it off because it may pull off and you don't want to do that. So keep it away from the flame a little. Got me? Now we'll let this cool for a minute. It's a good way to burn those lighters out. It's easier to use a little torch thing. We'll let that cool for a moment. Pull it out. Kind of to the end. Make sure all the bits are in there because you want it to seal the entire thing. We can go back and trim again after if we want. But we want to try to get it on the money, you know what I mean? Start this one. Away from the flame, not right on it, or you turn it black. Or melt a hole through it, and you gotta start at ground zero. It does not take long. Help me. Keep it moving, turn it, keep it moving, turn it. See what I'm doing? Found lighter fluid, refill, butane. Dollar Tree. A lady said they got it at Dollar Tree. Yeah, sure. Because it's real expensive. It's like $9 at a Dollar General, and then it's like $8 at Walmart. Okay, thank you for the thumbs up. We got 3 thumbs up so far. Yee-hoo! Okay, this one's cold. This one's hot. It's sticking pretty good. I'm gonna go back and do it some more. Turn it. Turn it. Because what this does is heat shrink. It'll shrink up when you apply heat to it. It's really good for doing electric lines and make them waterproof, like for a trailer for a boat. Touched it right there. Let's go here. Got too close to the flame, but it still looks okay. Now this little crap right here that came out, that'll be okay. Because it turns to hard plastic because this is a poly cord. That one had to be heated again because I can tell. I want to try to get it really on there. That way it doesn't pull off. Make sure it's straight. You can bend it around because it's hot. It's a little loose right here than I want it to be because I don't want it to pull off. People are abusive with their shoelaces when they're in a hurry. Go to this edge right here. Try to seal that even tighter. Might lose this lighter because you get them too hot, it ruins them. They don't want to work anymore. That's pretty tight. Oh, I like that money sound. Okay, let's go here. Tighten this end and this end. I like stuff just perfect. I'm real fanatic. I got wind. Come on, tighten up right there. Maybe a little bit more. Just a hair. Now you can cut those shorter if you want, whatever. I'm gonna leave them long. Let's see if they match. Why, yes, they do. Okay. And we let those cool, and then we'll lace them up, and it gives us a perfect shoelace. Still pretty hot. Test it. I think that one's going to be okay. I don't think it'll pull out. All right. When it gets really cool, it'll really be even tighter. And then carefully lace your little shoesies up. And make sure this is even. Even a Steven. You know what I mean? That looks like it. fur ball right there. But these are nice. They're car electric ones. So you can match the color of wiring you're using. I had a fire in my 77 Camaro once. The dealership wanted too much money for the whole setup or to do it. It was like $100 a half hour back then. And, I had that car in the late 80s, mid to late 80s. But it caught on fire and burned all the wires. It's terrible. It was a battery problem. Didn't have a tie down, and it was jumping around on a farmer's road. And I ended up having to rewire the whole car. But that was fine because I had a workshop manual, and I had the schematic for the electric, and I wired it front to back. And I love to use the exact color coding wiring. That's the biggest problem when people do wiring. They just use black, and you can't figure out what they've done. But if you do it back factory, according to the schematic, and they didn't have this stuff back then, this would have been really neat to use. Okay. That feels like it's really on there. And the last set, I go coming the other way because it's easier to tie it. So we're going to go this way. But see how nice those laces look? They're like high dollar tinnies. I got to go back and hook it up through the doodah. Let's see where we're at. So we have enough to go back around too. I think around the anklet if it were all tightened up. But now we have a shoelace that fits a darn shoe that cost us just pennies. Because in this unit here, you get 50 foot, right? 50 foot of line. So you can make more shoelaces. We have lots left over. Here's for the other one. So that's how you do it. It's a win-win. You see what I'm saying? So make your own shoelaces. And it'll save you money. They look good. They're professional. You could sell them. You can sell shoelaces online. Make them all day long. All right. You guys have a great one. I love you. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate all the thumbs up. Woohoo! You guys just rock. I love you. Be kind to a stranger. And do something kind for a stranger. Too much for good things wonderful. You know, we will take a lot of that. We need like lots. Like overload. You know what I mean? All right. Appreciate you guys. Have a great one. I love you.